New release found in Amazon, link in description, and also in Target and other places. But it is the new Nightmare Before Christmas glow in the dark coloring book. Let's take a look. So firstly, as the cover is telling us, we have got glow-in-the-dark elements within these pages. So let's start at the beginning. We've got a nice page that you could use for swatching at the front here because it's all the same paper within. It's a very soft tooth, so there's not that much tooth to the paper. It's nice and smooth. And if it wasn't double-sided, I would probably want to try some markers or something else with it to see how that goes. But let's take a look at the images. So we've got lots of iconic scenes from the movie, and then within you can see a lot of the pages have got this glow in the dark finish to it. Now the exciting thing, I'm looking forward to this, is that this looks like it's going to resist. It will probably resist pencils largely. You might get something because it's quite rough. You might get some pencil in on that, but you won't be coloring necessarily with pencils on this. It's definitely, I would say, going to resist any water-based mediums, so things such as ink pads or your Neo colors. If you can get the paper will be fine with the ink pads, but I'm not sure that it's very thick for anything much more wet than that. But this, so for example, on this background where you can see on the shine here just how much you've got going on, something like pastels or ink pads will resist that, and then you can create something quite unique and original. So that's kind of what I want to try and do with this book as soon as I can. So drop a comment below if you'd be interested in me filming that for you and showing you how to use the resist methods to your advantage on this situation. Okay, so it's every so many pages we get one with the UV, so it's not all of them. There is one more unique feature within this book when we get there, and that is, I think it's coming up. We have got some pull-out pages, and these ones are single-sided. So here is Christmas Town, and you can see we have all the UV on the rooftops here, and it's single-sided. So that means that on these pages you could try any of your coloring products that do like to bleed through. So if you do have good markers, if you do some swatching first to make sure that they don't bleed across the lines or anything. But if they're going to work well for you, then you've got several of these. I think there's 2 or 3. I think it's 3, but we'll have a look. The imagery in this book does seem to be in chronological order of the movie, so that's nice. So you're almost coloring your own story book version of this. So it would be a nice book to finish if you are a fan, or you have someone in your life who is a huge fan of this movie. You could probably even print out little storylines for each page as well and turn this into maybe a beautiful keepsake storybook for your favorite child, or someone else that's special in your life. But lots and lots of images, and what I really like about this book compared to the other Disney books that I've seen is there's no wallpaper. Okay, so in none of the images does it feel like we're just, they've just got a couple of licensed random images and they're just repeated all over the page. It's quite nice to have actual imagery throughout. This pullout is even bigger. The first one was 2 panels long. Here now we are on a 4-panel picture here. One critique I have is that for printing reasons and for folding reasons, the glow-in-the-dark sections do not go over the creases. I guess that's because they could not fold it properly, or it would upset the machines had they have gone over the creases. So you need to bear that in mind, that there is going to be an abrupt stop just momentarily where the creases are. But, you know, especially this iconic scene here, I think the imagery is great. And if you do a good job at this, this could be very much wall worthy. So you can stick it up when you're done. Okay. Moving on, and we're about halfway through in this book now. So what could be fun with this is you can either try and go for the match the style of coloring and shading and lighting from the original movie, or you can come up with your own version. I'm thinking maybe pastels would work very well with this, with a fixative to make sure they stay, considering how smooth the paper is. But maybe something like pan pastels for a lot of the backgrounds is going to be a friend in this instance. You've got Oogie Boogie. It's funny because I can hear this book. I feel like I can hear all the soundtrack of this movie. Yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots. So many wonderful scenes. I'm probably going to just have to pick the more iconic ones, or my favorite ones. This isn't the third pull-out. Back to a double panel here. Lots and lots of glow-in-the-dark elements. So overall, I'm not totally enthused with the weight of the paper. Not sure about the lack of tooth. I'm going to actually have to get things down on this. I have got other coloring books that feel about this kind of grade of tooth, and they do take pencils. It's not a question that they won't take pencils. It's more just about you know, how well is the blending going to be, and how is that experience going to be. Two more, and then the gorgeous image at the back, which also has a nice part there ready for resisting. Images I love that it's not just a you know, typical, this is definitely not a typical children's coloring book, because they've actually taken a lot of thought and care into this. Let's see, what else do we need to know? Illuminate favorite moments from this classic double holiday film by turning off the lights. So, should we see if that's true? Let me see if I can get some charging from my light here. And then I won't be able to get it too dark in here, but let's have a look. Ooh, okay. So there's a little sneak peek of some glow action there. Hopefully you can see that on camera. Definitely glows. Okay. So that's this book. It looks nice. It's well done. It's published by Thunder Bay Press in San Diego, but let's see if it's actually printed, manufactured and assembled in China. If you end up with this book and you like it, check out the publishers, see what else they produce. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next time.